What's up guys, this is Spencer from Starkill, and I'm going to give you a rundown of my live gear. If you've seen Starkill previously, you've probably seen me with my Spawn kit. It's 10, 12, 14, 16, North American maple, 45 degree bearing edges. It's awesome, it sounds great. I love the 45 degree bearing edges, it makes the tuning super easy. I'm usually just using 2-ply clear heads. I'm not super particular on brand loyalty or anything like that. And my snare drum is a custom aluminum 14 by 5.5. A lot of people are scared of aluminum because it's super ringy, but if you just put an E-ring on there, you're pretty good to go. It was actually modeled after a happy accident. On our tour with Amorphous, I was using a Pearl Ultracast. Awesome snare drum. The drum tech for Amorphous was in love with the tone we were getting from it, and he decided to kind of dissect my gear one day. He flips the drum over, and unbeknownst to me, I was just missing one of my bottom drum lugs, and it was giving me this awesome, slightly deadened tone. So I kind of modeled this after this broken Ultracast that I'd been touring with for a while. But fuck all of that, because acoustic drums sound great, but they are a pain in the ass to maintain on the road, in the studio, and in terms of your wallet. So fast forward to now, and I am rolling live with an electric Alesis Strike Pro kit. So a lot of people are scared of the whole concept of electric drums in a rock or metal element. The decision to do it didn't come easily. The technology hasn't been there until recently. A lot of cool Roland products have come out since like the TD30 and now the TD50, and Alesis has followed suit with this awesome, this is their flagship, the Strike Pro. The biggest thing for me was playability, realistic sizes. With this, you're going 8, 10, 12, 14, snares the same size as 14, and your kick, still a little small, but at the end of the day, if you keep it secure, you can fly on it. I've got dual zone crashes, a 3-zone ride, all the pads are dual zone as well between the rim and the actual mesh, and then the key factor in all of this, though, is the module. It's the powerhouse of everything. So the main thing I wanted to have with an electric kit is I wanted it to feel like an acoustic kit. I want to be able to dig in and not be concerned that I'm going to damage anything or crack a crash cymbal or anything like that. So what really lets me do that is the response you get out of this drum module. You've got triggers beneath the mesh all over the place, so it's super sensitive, but you have very responsive samples already built into this, and you can bring in custom samples from whatever plugin or anything you're running. So personally, I am using a majority of the stock samples that I stack and layer and tune and things like that, and then I exported a Steven Slate kick that we modified a bunch for the album, so the actual sample that you hear on the album is what you hear live. The whole idea behind going electric is to make things as consistent with the album and as stress-free as far as management and tuning and everything goes. There's nothing worse than showing up at the venue a little late because of a blizzard or something, and doors are open and you have to set up on stage and you can't really tune because there's a room full of people, or it's just like it's not in the time frame for you. So with this guy, you plug and play and it's good to go. Really important is the routing with this. You have individual outs for all your cymbals, all your pads and everything, so you can still have a nice controlled mix to cater to the room you're playing in, but then you've also got your master stereo outs as well as a headphone out. So we have a really cool custom mix. We can send the individual sends to front of house, that's great. I will send a headphone of everything to my little Mixate guy over there. And the only inputs for that guy are the drum module, and then I'll get a send from our Reaper session as well. So I have the click track, I have the kit, and that's it. That's all I hear. If you're not super fond of stock samples on electric drum modules, you can just import custom models here with an SD card. It comes with the Alesis Strike Editor software, which is super easy to use. You can basically just drag and drop your custom wave samples and build your own kit as you see fit. For in-ears, I use these Etymotics. They are unique in that they block all frequencies evenly. A lot of in-ears just tend to block higher frequencies, but these will pretty much make you be pretend deaf and really keep you locked into your click track and everything. Sticks, this is important. A lot of drummers fight over what kind of sticks they should be using. This is a local Chicago company, Scorpion Percussion. They are, without a doubt, the best sticks I've ever fucking played. They are unbelievably durable. If you're worried about sticks weighing down on your budget, I placed one bulk order years ago and have more than half of the stock still here. So definitely the way to go. I'm not super particular about throne or hardware or anything like that. This is the rack that actually came with the Strike Pro, and obviously it works well for it. Hi-hats, I think at the end of the day I would prefer 2-leg stands because it's a little easier to negotiate with your pedals, but whatever works. Something cool is this kit originally comes in a super sparkly red, not super metal, so we ended up just rewrapping it with this custom carbon fiber one. For pedals, I have always been using Pearl Demons with the direct drive. Direct drive is so much more responsive than chain. I used to use the, oh man, what are they called? Trick Dominators, and really well built. They feel really good, but they're huge and they're bulky and they're not conducive for flight. So when we eventually started touring Europe, I needed to get something that I could fit in a carry-on because we're trying to be on a budget. So these guys are kick-ass, super portable, super reliable. I've had them for years. They look like I've had them for years. And then I actually use wooden Iron Cobra beaters. Main reason for that is they're super direct. If you're working with triggers, you're gonna get that one nice rebound for one responsive trigger. So thanks for tuning in to my crazy setup. Check us out on the road, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff.